thinking about that one lyric, and I'm like, yo.
And so for me, like hip hop, I remember the first time I heard Wu-Tang. I was like, hold up, there's 9 dudes in the... Yo, it's off the hook. I remember when I heard, like, straight from the slums of Shaolin, I was like, who the... I'm like, yo, these dudes are stars. And then, like, I remember the first time I heard Nas. And it wasn't live at the barbecue, because remember, I'm from Connecticut, so it wasn't until I was, like, 15, 16, where I could go with my boys and we could hop down and go get, like, as my boy, who was a DJ, used to say, I need the white label record. Because that's the unreleased record that they copy and sell. And I remember going down to, like, Fordham Road to the Bronx, go to, like, Canal Street, and you get, like, DJ Green Lantern. All of a sudden, Ron G.
Kid Capri.
Yep. Like, Tony Touch. And you start seeing all these things. K-Slay. Clue. I remember, Clue. And I'm like, yo. I'm like, and then you hear, like, a original, like, you'll be like, yo, I need this song, but it's not on the album that's about to be released. Why is One More Chance remix not on the Biggie album? And it's like, because if you listen to One More Chance on the album, oh, Biggie, give me one more chance. Right? It's not the same as when it's like...
Or even like the KRS-One, the first album, Criminal Minded, the part when the P is free.
Oh, yeah.
You had to hear the original, not the album version, but the original.
Come on, man. Criminal Minded, you've been blind. Looking for a style like mine, you can't find it. Yeah, like, don't tell me. Like, if KRS ain't in the top 10, something wrong.
All right, dude, let's go through the list.
All right, so here's the thing. I was listening to Ebro in the morning on Hot 97, and they did the top 50 songs in hip hop history, and this is voted on by the public. So it's not just a top 50 songs like of like only hip hop heads going to a room. It's not like the college football playoffs or the the March Madness where you got 10 people in there going, this is what we need, right? So it was kind of cool, quality of the sounds, and so they got, greatest hip-hop songs of all time, voted by you, the fans, debated by Ebro in the morning. It's pretty cool. If you ever watch it, they got it on YouTube. So Nas, If I Ruled the World. Okay. They got Wu-Tang Clan Triumph, which is, as far as the posse cut's concerned, Paid in Full by Eric B. and Rakim. Okay. Children's Story by Slick Rick, 100%. Juicy by Biggie, One More Chance by Biggie. Queen Latifah, UNITY. Little Kim, Big Mama Thing. Kanye West, Through the Wire. 50 Cent in the Club. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, The Message. Lottie Dottie, Dougie Fresh and MC Ricky D. New York State of Mind by Nas, classic beat. To me, one of the best beats in hip hop history. Mobb Deep, Shook Ones Part 2.
Yes.
Okay, J. Cole, No Role Models. Can't Save Her. You Don't Want to Be Hot. Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares intro, of course, because that's when we won the Super Bowl. Shout out to Philly. KRS-One, that's my second home. So KRS-One, Step Into a World. When I heard that song, I think that was like 95, 94, 95, because MC's act like they don't know. Whoop, whoop. And then I heard, Step Into. I was like, yo, it's over. It's over.
The day I became a fan of KRS-One was when I heard Poetry.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I told you, you're a philosopher. I think very deeply. Right, that was I was like, yo, I'm sold. And that's why I think hip hop's so amazing. Like, I'm gonna stop the list real quick. That's why I think hip hop's so amazing. Because, dude, some white kid from Meriden, Connecticut, heard it and was like, yo, this is the shit. That's art, right? Like, because you can't, like I was watching a documentary and they're talking about, like, when they go over to Germany, like, when Run DMC would go over to Germany, there'd be, like, 75,000 white kids, like, throwing crazy mosh pit, but they all know the lyrics to, like, you can't get that with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you just can't get that.
Yeah, no disrespect. I don't think, like, Def Leppard or Motley Crue was going to like Mali in Africa and rocking the crowd the same way that, like,
or even getting invited to. I remember Run DMC when they first did my Adidas, that big concert, Live Aid.
Oh yeah,
It was the only hip hop group there and rocked the whole crowd.
Yeah, think about it. Hip hop. You talking about Bum Rush the Show? Hip hop Bum Rush the Show into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And now you can't stop it. Which I think is amazing, because I think that if you look at what it came from which is like basically stealing electricity from the light pole.
Yep.
To now, where people didn't believe in it back in the day, and they're like, you know, and especially since, you know, I'm a U.S. history, but a world history buff. You know, with the way that we treated, especially black people and poor people in this country, to see that something was spawned out of just necessity,
out of that pain,
and told stories or allowed people to get away from the nonsense. To now, where it's like a global,
allow the world to see the world that.
I remember like
was living in.
Broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the staircase. I'm like, what? I remember asking my father, I'm like, people pee on the staircase. What's wrong with people? And they're like, and my father, you know, what did my father gonna say? He's never been in the like, he doesn't know how to explain. It's like some people just don't care. I'm like, that's what he said though. How did you know that? That's what he said.
But it gave you a way to look into our world.
Yeah, but then also to understand that my world wasn't that far behind, because you know, you go certain places and you see people just in the street with dope, or that you see the crackheads out in the street, and you're like, wait a minute. So I live in a city, small city in Connecticut, and we got the same issues now. Now, you know, times that by
1,000,000,
100, and you go from 65,000 to 6.5 million, and you like, oh shit! So we just got to times this by 100. So the 30 dudes that I see smoking crack now times that there's 3,000 lined up on it, and then
I remember one time one of my boys' sons was asking me, "What was it like growing up in New York?" I said, "Go get Coogee Rap's joint, Streets of New York."
In the streets of New York,
I said, "Go
with
listen
the
to
horn."
That. Yes, I said, "Go listen to that." He was like, "For real?" I said, "That's the best way I can explain it. Go listen to that song."
All right, so let's get back to this, because this could be a 7-hour podcast, but I don't care. Dre, nothing but a G thing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes,
baby. I love the fact that this record's on there. Mos Def, Miss Fat Booty. Ass so fat you could see it from the front. Okay. Rough Riders Anthem, DMX. Yo, when I heard that, people won't understand the release date thing, because they'll tell you it's coming out on September 5th. So you will go to the store at 10 a.m. when it opens on September 5th to get it, unless you down in New York. Then you can always get it the week before or several weeks before, depending on what's going on. And I remember showing up and they'd be like, nah, they push it back 2 weeks. Then you show up to the store September 19th, now they push it back 3 weeks. You'd be like, yo, stop playing with me. But then I need this DMX. I need this, right? Wu-Tang Cream.
Okay.
Come on, man. You can't. Raekwon, Ice Cream. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
The Ice Cream Man is coming. The Far Side, Running. Can't Keep Run. Classic. Kanye West, Jesus Walks. A Tribe Called Quest, Bonita Applebaum.
Ooh. Okay,
now here's the thing that I think, one of the things about this list that I think is kind of interesting is some of these songs I agree with the Tribe Called Quest, but the song I don't agree with. But it's the only reason I say that is because just like Nas, If I Rule the World, yes, but it was also a radio hit. So I think a lot of times when we're picking like the most influential songs, video friendly.
Because when you said Tribe Called Quest, the first one that popped in my mind, to be honest with you, was Mr. Muhammad.
Oh, listen, the first you on point 5 all the time, Tip.
Yeah,
you on point 5?
Yes.
So grab the microphone and let your words right. Here's a funky introduction of how nice I am. Tell your mother, your father send us a telegram. I'm like the Energizer, because you see I last long. I'm like, yo, that's okay. Straight out of Compton, NWA, absolutely. I want to argue with that. But my favorite NWA, yo, Mr. Dope Man, you think you slick? You sold crack to my sister, now she's sick, and if she happens to die because of your drug, I'm putting in a kilo of 38 slug.
Yep.
That was like, yo, come on, man. Run DMC, Sucker MCs, absolutely crush groove. Eminem, Lose Yourself, yep. Kanye West, Soul Paul, Jay-Z, RZA, Pusha T. That was a hot song. I'm for this. Nicki Minaj, Moment for Life. I don't. No, maybe not that song, but Nicki Minaj got some lyrics.
Yes,
like when you listen to, she's fire.
Yeah.
Yes, and you will get knocked out when the song plays. MOP, MOP, Annie Up remix. You'll get knocked out when it plays.
Oh God.
Nas, Made You Look remix with Jadakiss and Ludacris. I'm for it, but I don't know if that is a top 50 song to me from Nas. Like One Love, Special Ed, I Got It Made. Yep.
Of course.
LL Cool J, Around the Way Girl. I love the song, but I don't know if that's the song I would go
I would
LL.
go with My Radio, I'm Bad before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mama Said Knock You Out.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Where I'm From, yes.
Yes, of course.
Chalk Up Along Where I'm From, Marcy's Son. Ain't nothing nice. Been many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. I like this, Most Def and Talib Kweli, Black Star Respiration. Yep. Jay-Z, The Story of OJ. Here's the problem with this. If Jay-Z, if public service announcement is on here, I'm gonna be pissed off. Okay. Bobby Shmurda. I don't know why.
No.
Hot. I'm gonna just say Hot Boy. Okay. I'm not gonna say the name of the song. Rick Ross. Even though I'm not a big fan of Rick Ross, but Hustlin' is definitely top 50 of all time.
The way that song starts out has got to be one of the hardest.
Yeah. UGK, International Players, featuring Outkast. Tupac, I Get Around. Ice Cube was Good Day, absolutely. Talib Kweli, I Get By, absolutely. Jadakiss, We Gonna Make It. I love that. DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Summertime, of course.
Please.
Pete Rock, Sail Smooth, They Reminisce Over You.
Yes.
That's great. Tribe Called Quest, Scenario. I'm cool with that. That's
Even
a good
remix.
Yeah. Bone Thugs and Harmony, The Crossroads. Because he really misses his Uncle Charles, y'all. Still to this day, I really miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. I'm like, that don't rhyme. But I get it. Puff Daddy and the Family, It's All About the Benjamins.
Okay.
Public Enemy, Fight the Power, absolutely. That's what they got.
You try to tell me they ain't have I Ain't No Joke on there? They ain't have My Philosophy?
Yeah.
They didn't?
Nope. Not from this. Now, I'm not saying that more weren't done, but remember now, people are very much a top 50. The fact that they don't get PSK, you know what that means? Come on, Schoolie D or Audio 2?
Yes. What about, oh my God. Stick 'em. Fat Boys.
Yep. There's so many though. Like I don't know. I wouldn't have Bobby Shmurda have a top 50 song. I'm sorry. There's no Ludacris on there. Okay. There's
pay attention to that.
There's no 2 Live Crew on there.
No Missy.
No Missy. No Trick Daddy. No Trina.
Master P.
How about Georgie Porgy? MC Light.
MC Light. Ooh.
Master P.
Too Short.
Too Short.
Warren G.
No Snoop song made it. No Snoop song made it. Okay, like just.
That's just how does Steve Smith say? That's blasphemy.
Yeah, this is. So here's the problem with debating top 50, or if you try to put a list of top 50, it's almost impossible. I think you have to go by decades. The fact that Ghetto Boys wasn't in there.
Ooh, yep.
My mind's playing tricks on me. The fact that Stay Fly by 3 6
Nobody
Mafia.
from the Juice Crew was on there.
Nope.
No Big Daddy Kane. No Sham. No Cool G. No Craig G.
Yeah, look, you gotta this list right here. I mean, what's crazy is when you start looking at it, you go, okay, so what would I drop out of here, right? What would I drop out of here? So my first instinct is
Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda would be, and it's no disrespect to him, but to me,
I would have taken Nicki out.
I would have left Nicki in there, but what I would have probably done is said, okay, I'm not going to allow one artist to have 10 hits. I think you can have 2 at the most, or 1 in a feature, right?
Okay.
So like if you want to do Junior Mafia, then you got to take one Biggie song out. If you do Junior Mafia, then you don't have to put Lil' Kim's Big Mama thing in there. All right, and I would also say Crush on You is probably better than that.
There was no DMX joints on there.
There was one. There was Rough Riders Anthem.
But that's everything.
Kanye West had 3. No disrespect to Kanye West, or 4. He had 4. No disrespect to Kanye West. He doesn't need 4. No. He doesn't have the top 4. He doesn't have 4 out of the top 50 hip hop songs all the time.
No.
And I'm not saying that maybe as a producer he could, but not that. Like I would take Kanye West out. Like, so he has Jesus Walks, Through the Wire. He got the other one, and he got Stronger. He's one of them's got to go, man, or 2, right?
I'd just left Jesus Walks up there, to be honest with you, and replace him with. Let me see.